Hello. Alright, we're already in a game here. Very similar colours by the looks of it. And let's have a quick look what we're up against here. Okay, this is nice team. This is pretty much set up exactly how you'd want. These guys are going to be a pain. I bet they've got a good record. Okay, not as good as I thought. But the team is set up beautifully. I mean, yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so we have some money. Do we wizard this? I think. How many players have they got? They've got 13, but we could work on. Huh. I'm wondering about going hack and bribe. We're gonna do it. Not that I'll probably use the bribe on hack, but we're gonna like lean more into our fowling from now on because I've been realizing that I said I was gonna really employ that as a prominent tactic, and then we've done it a little bit, but I've kind of gone back into my old ways of trying to play sensibly, and it's got us like we've got a good record because of it, but we're not just looking for a good record, so our record may suffer. Oh, I've used that Bretonian kit before. Alright. So we are on defense, which I'm okay with, honestly. We brought in our new white, the Secret of Chimney Swifts. We will rest a ghoul. And we will of course rest a skeleton. I'm not going to put my mummies on the front line because he probably will look to foul as well. And he does it better. Well, hang on. He doesn't do it better. What I mean to say is he has... he does it as well. He's got a dirty player, so he definitely is up for fouling. Let's just try and give him... We'll kind of do our usual setup here to some degree. Let me get set up and then I'll explain what I'm going on about. I actually think I might do that and protect these three at the back. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. We did lose a guard, but we gained a guard, so that kind of is okay. Yeah. I don't know if I want to keep this guy on, but we're going to. Yeah, we don't want to keep our mummies on the front because of the they have Dauntless, so they could go in for it and then drop a foul. I want to give them not great targets, and they can get hits on these guys now, but they'll have to kind of commit a decent amount, and it'll be hard to follow up with a foul because they'll be pushed behind the line. Mighty Blow on the wrestle is not necessarily ideal, but I fully understand it because you want to get some punch in there, and they're the best guys to do it because you don't have strength access on your, blitzers. Looks like they're going for a pretty aggressive front line. Need to remember the frenzy. Maybe we'll give this guy frenzy, seeing as he... guarded's still probably the most sensible first choice. Okay, a blitz is nice. The question is, how do we go about it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Because I want to hit them this way, obviously. Could do that. I would need another guard in there, but we have one. Oh, but hang on. We probably would actually want to do this. Well, rats. You know what? We're still gonna push him in. Do I dare send the ghoul through? It's not a bad idea, actually. I mean, it probably is a bad idea. Yeah. We'll see. It's tricky to know how best to approach that, really. It's one of those... Really, I just wanted to foul him. And we didn't get to. A free foul in there against one of his guards would have been lovely. But hey, you know what? It was a turn we shouldn't have had, so... So be it. I wonder what the plan is over here. Okay, yeah, this is what I wondered if he might do. So I should have probably pushed him further over. It's a bit early for rerolls. See how aggressive he's going. I was thinking about it. He really wanted to do that. This guy couldn't have got over for the foul, but obviously this guy is kind of important. So he's got another couple of hits here. Okay, that's nice. Let's push him off. Be nice if he had to wrestle one of these guys, but no. I assume he's going to go back and protect this guy. Wouldn't be surprised if this guy comes over here. Okay, over there. Ooh, we nearly failed that. Huh, so what do we want to do here? I am not sure. I'm really not sure. I think we're going to hit this guy with the chainsaw. Solid. Then we'll protect the chainsaw as best we can. There's only so much we can do here. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So that was a good turn. An injury would have been sweet, but it's a guard and a mighty blow off the field. As opposed to the you know, zombie. So good trade overall. He's going to take more hits over here, I think. Ah, that is a nice result for us. I mean, he might foul us still, but he's going to have a hard time not having us foul him back. Yeah, he's moving in there, and then this guy's going to drop in and drop a foul on our white. This guy here, maybe. This guy here. This guy here. Foul. Okay, he's dropping back. Does that mean he's not fouling? Okay, he wants to do a hit as well, so he's just taken away one assist. Didn't really pay off, but it could have done. Alright, that is good. So I think we're gonna try and hit this guy. Can actually move here to do this, which will keep us in the foul perimeter. Do this before we move anything else, just to see what we get. We don't get anything out of it. We can push him in, it doesn't matter. There's room to move back slightly. I think I'm gonna pop the mummy out here. Well, he'll probably go after him if I do. Let's pop him in here. Pop the ghoul in here. Pop you in here. Give this a go. Solid. That's another guard out, which is pretty sweet. That's not so good. We'll see what he wants to do about that. Might just let it go. Oh, it didn't pay off. I mean, It did in the sense that he did that because now he can push this way. And he wants to get this, you know. This is nice though. He is already down one player for the second half, maybe two. But I think this takes the focus off. I think he probably would have pushed down here and tried to hit one of these important guys, but now he's going to push down here, which makes sense. He might still actually hit the mummy. He could theoretically use this guy with one assist to hit the mummy. Oh, although that's a dodge through, so that's actually kind of annoying for him. He'd have to move this guy in here, and then, yeah. So that's... The fact that these guys fell in this formation is super useful, because it means he can't push all the way down in here in the way that he'd like, which gives us a chance to do at least some readjustment. Obviously, we're not super fast. I don't think you need that. I mean, you've got it on a blodge-step carrier, and our tackle's all the way over here. But he's going to do it anyway. I don't think he needs to be that worried. Okay, I do want to get this guy back ideally, so we'll move this guy over. I'd really like this guy here. Oh, my camera. I'll get on that in a second. I don't know why it does this. Let's see. Because, yeah, you're in the same predicament. We could push in here. Yeah, that seems like a sensible play. Disappointing result, though. So we'll move the ghoul back to here. We'll move the chainsword across. I'm gonna need you to try this, and this is probably a reroll attempt if this goes wrong. The good news is there's only so much we can overcommit because our mummy basically has to come into here. In fact, let's see, you can get into... there. And you can come into here. So he can still kind of push around the side, but we at least can kind of get on him a bit. And he's still, I mean, well, he's down to one guard for the moment, right? So guard is getting a little precarious for him, but he can still make things happen. That was a bold play for the first thing to do. Very bold. Because, you know, you skull that, and suddenly we're on your ball carrier with tackle. Because we can push this guy out the way and then come in here. But it worked out. So he's going to go for the Dauntless here. So this is a 3+. It did work. Just a push is nice. But it does give him some leeway to get around the side. He only has 2 guys to move though. So... and this guy is actually still attached. Interesting. So what's the plan here? Does he... yeah, and he can't blitz this guy off with, like, with a 2 dice. Okay, okay. But now what? So he had to make a he's had to roll. We've made him roll. What? He's gonna hand it off to that guy, I guess? Or is he just... I don't know, this is weird. He's gonna pass it. No, he's not gonna pass it. Oh boy. Okay. Things just got interesting. So we can do this. 1, 2, 3. This guy's kind of in the way, but I can't get him out of the way. Because obviously we'd like to have a mummy by the ball. You can... let's see. You can go stand here. Who can you reach? You could reach that guy, but we might just push him close to the ball. GFI's to hit the other guy. So we probably try and hit this guy. I need you out of the way. Which I can't get right now. Okay, so I think I have to hit this guy first. And see what happens. Okay, that's a good hit. Oh boy. Okay, so he's fine. But he's not here anymore. Could get a mummy on the ball. I think blocking these guys off could be helpful. Running out of time horribly. That's not ideal. But it could be worse. We've already stood this guy up, so... Yeah, that was... I'm sorry that took so long. Hang on. Hopefully that's got us back in business. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was just a lot of parts that were a bit awkward there. When to move things. Like I really wanted to get this guy down on this guy, but I couldn't do it without moving the chainsaw, but I didn't want to move the chainsaw until I knew what was going to happen with the other guy, like being on the field or not. Or being down to try and foul him. I didn't want to kind of move him. I wanted to kind of block this off, which we've done somewhat. Because I don't want him to have a route through down here, because I don't want him to kind of be able to kind of come through and push onto the ball. I guess this guy could dodge through. Oof, it's not good though. I think we've ended up blocking it off okay. Well, that's real disastrous. I'm gonna push him onto the ball here and see what happens. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm wondering about blitzing. I don't really want to. That'll do. Oof. Injury rolls have been bad for him. Oh, that's a real bad one. I need to move this guy in to here, I think. Technically he could come through and get this ball, but it would be quite impressive if he does. Okay, okay. No, we've got to leave things how they are. So yeah, there is a route through here. It's a pity you can't move after fowling. So I wouldn't be well, okay, yeah. I see what he's going for. So moves him here. That still gives him, let's see. Oh, okay. So he's kind of going back onto defense now. I kind of wish the ball had moved over here. Or just gone off the field and we could... Although, you know what? I thought it going off the field would be good, but I had forgotten that he did still have some team over here. Always a danger there. But, you know, what else is he going to do? So I can get up to here. That'd be a GFI. I think I have to try and pick up this ball. Okay, we got that, which is good. I think we'll go to here just in case of madness occurring. So next we have to do this. Yeah, I think that's a better place to be. And then 58, 58. Which one of these is more useful to get rid of? I mean, probably this guy. So he can definitely get at the ball, but we did put a guard at either side. So he's rolling some crazy numbers to make this happen. I mean, difficult. And we left this guy here because to get around nicely, he's now got to get it really around. Well, it turns out embracing fouling has worked out this game. But then, I think a lot of this has happened through other means. Our fouling has got us a reasonable amount of stuns. Okay. I mean, yeah, you gotta go for something here. May as well re-roll. Second to last turn, 2 re-rolls. Got him down. So he's putting some pressure on. And not gonna say it. Did he follow up there? He didn't follow up, which is weird. I don't know why you wouldn't make, because now I can move without having to make a block. Oh, tripping him up with the chainsaw is nice. Okay, so we're gonna move the ball first. Because we got to get it up into potential position. Yeah, we'll go here. I don't really have anybody fast enough to follow that as of yet. So let's do this. And I think we have to make splits. If we can knock him over, we can sort of then think about what our plans are. If we don't, we might have problems. We did, so that is helpful. We're actually going to knock him here. Follow. And let's see. I think I'd rather have him on this side. Obviously now we're thinking about fouling. That's nice. We'll keep him in contact. We can now also slot this guy in here. And come around for the foul. Chainsaw is being well behaved. Okay. Oh, there we go. So we hit the double. Do we bribe? I think technically we could... Well, let's try it. Because I think he will try and send him off this turn. We just need to remember not to put him on... Yeah, I think we can keep him in. I always forget. Fouling and bribing is so alien to me that I can never remember what the... how you should approach it. Wow, there is only 3 guys left on the field. That's not really worth it. I'm not gonna do a foul on turn 8. Even with because we don't have the bribe anymore. Oh, I could do a... Yeah, you're right. Okay. No, he should have left him down though, because I wouldn't do a foul, but I would totally blitz him. But no, I'm not going to. But if he had left him down, he'd have been fine. And he... Honestly, there's a good argument to leave him down and let me do a foul and hope that I roll a double on it and get sent off and don't score. That would be a legit course of action. Okay, so how many do we get back? Just the one. Oh, and it's the peasant. Our guy stays KO'd. Oh! That's why I didn't want to use the bribe. Because he gets sent off at the end of that drive anyway. My brain. So I should have just let him get sent off and then I could have kept fouling with my bribe intact, but... I forgot. Anyway, we're still in a good situation here. 3, 6, 7. We have the ball. We haven't done a ton of work on the peasants, so we gotta hope we can do a bit more with that. For the moment, I'm gonna leave the ball on Quail Horse. See how things progress. I think I will leave the other ghoul on though. Will I? No. Okay, so... Doesn't mean we have the skeleton on, but so be it. Which side of this would I rather hit? I think I'd rather get rid of the tackle, so I'm gonna spread them like this actually. Okay. Nice weather. Nice kick. That's a good way to start off. Which side's the ball on? That side, so we'll go this side first. And then I guess we'll go this side. There we go. We'll drop our guard in here. Now he's kind of in the way, so let's see. Let's bring you in here. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know that I even do that anymore. I think I'm just going to try and hit the peasant. I don't want to kind of expose our blitzer. So a solid decision there. I mean, it feels like a solid decision anyway. Just wrangle him in there. Alright. So we did give him a free hit on the guard because I changed my mind. If the guard goes out, that's my fault. Oh, he's got wrestle, of course. That's nice. Could technically make a blitz here with the lineman, but obviously it's not high probability blitz. But in this case, maybe you, you know, do that and hope for the best. So if he's going to retreat pretty hard, he hasn't made a blitz yet. So maybe he is going for this. I mean, whatever blitz do you have here? He's going for it. Fair enough. I did think about leaving him here, actually. Oh, went for the reroll on it as well. I mean, obviously, even if he knocks him over and knocks him out, we're probably still in an okay place. But, you know, you gotta go for something, right? Let's move you up one. Boom. Yeah. Just gonna try and knock him into this pocket. I think we'll actually try and surround this guy. Bring a mummy into the middle here. Rats, I use my guy I was going to foul with. I guess we'll try and foul with the skeleton, maybe. Let's try and protect this guy some way. Because it's very easy to kind of lose track of what you're doing here and leave things too open. If we can get the tackle out, that would be really nice. Well, this is yeah, we've been in this kind of game before on the other side. We didn't even get sent off. This is just horrific. I mean, the team was I mean, it's not a team that had a perfect record, at least. This is the true horror of Undead here. Just to be on the safe side, let's move this ball, and I probably will hand it, assuming he doesn't concede, I probably will hand it off to the white in a minute. But yeah, this is pretty much how this half was likely to go. Let's see if we can do this handoff successfully or not. We can, unfortunately for him. Whoa! I probably should have moved everybody else down. He's not giving us anything else, so I think we're just gonna skip through. Allow him to, just get out of the back end of this game quick. With all of the blitzes gone there, that's, you know, I don't think he's gonna try any shenanigans. Because you're always worried that they're gonna wait till right near the end and then try some shenanigans. Talking of which, we should at least move a little bit. Just to block the shenanigans. In case he decides to try anything right at the end here, just to ruin our day. There's no real point in breaking his team anymore, because I'm pretty sure the team is done. But I've had players, you know, like play possum before and then get up at the end and do something ridiculous, and I don't want that to happen. It was a brutal match. More brutal than it should have been, probably. I mean, obviously, mighty blow and lots of fouling, especially with the chainsaw, can lead to this. But I think this is a bit harsh. At first, I thought we were just going to have one of those games where we just KO everything, but my team proved me wrong. And the absolute foul fest, you know, like all the deaths at the end on those fouls was crazy. Definitely a team killing performance there. I mean, I don't think I would necessarily want to play with this team again. Because I think he's got a niggle. I think he's got, what was his player called? Irma or something? Enya. Let's give him Enya. Yeah, I mean, it's such key players that would, like, if it's peasants dying, you're just like, whatever. Gained a turn as well. I could have gone in there and blocked, but that wouldn't be cool. I just let him leave. He's ready to go start another team, I'm pretty sure. So, that is probably our most brutal game for us. We've had some games, I think you'll probably remember a few games ago where I think we lost a couple of kind of, you know, big players. So we've definitely been on the receiving end plenty of times, so it's kind of nice to be on the giving end. Now, I'm going to take Enya, because he's free. And then we can just sack him if we wish to. But, you know, if he gets MVP, maybe we keep him and fire somebody else. Oh, Greg Davis. Good British comedian if you have the chance to check him out. Anyway, yeah, the armor breaks were good. I mean, boy, we only succeeded one more block than him. There was not many blocks in that game, which is strange. It felt like there was more. Obviously, the second half there was a lot less happening. Yeah, you know what? If you take into account that there wasn't a second half, so we got 19 blocks and 17 armor breaks. Well, I guess that's 19 blocks where we knocked him over, right? I don't know if that takes into account push blocks, because we had a few pushes. Yeah, I think that must just be blocks where you've knocked him over. Still, to knock him over that many times and get that many armor breaks is pretty nasty, and this is a beautiful thing to behold. But yeah, not a ton of SPP. Boy, I don't know. I don't even know if the dice will... Let's see. I don't know where it would be. I'm never very good at remembering what's what over here. Let's see. It would be... So armor 34%. I'm guessing that's his armor, and that's bad. Even with Mighty Blow. Injury 50%. That's probably bad. Casualty 37. I'm guessing that's bad. He didn't roll well in general. He didn't have much... Yeah, you know what it came... You know where it turned? Like, where it really turned? Is when he did that weird decision to, like, just make a sprint for it, but not out of range of our players. Ultimately, I think that was what started the downfall. I think up to that point, he still had, you know, like, he hadn't lost many players, but once he did that, that's when we started to get much more blocks in, and we were able to just, like, start to really punish it. I think if he had just kept a bit more, you know, even if he had gone into the half like 0-0, but with most of his team intact, then obviously the second half may have turned out very different, but you don't know that at the time. Well, let's have a look at the old team. Bird, Edgeware, Flies. Okay. So, we have a dirty player now. I think we're happy with just one dirty player currently. So I think... I mean, we'll probably get another one. But I think Fowl, dirty player, or strip ball... No, not strip ball. Block are the way to go here. You could argue for wrestle. But wrestling zombies aren't so good because when they get up, they don't move very far. So I don't rate it as much. Now, wrestle skeleton, I might do, because they can reposition afterwards. That's what's great about wrestle fend linemen on Bretonia, is that they have the fend to push you away, and if they do wrestle, they have 3 squares to move next turn. So they can potentially outposition people really well. How fast was that game? Okay, almost an hour. So do I want to go block? And we need block for safety. We probably should go block. I want kick, but it's not as essential as having some guys that I can trust. Because right now we're still at like, what, 3 guys that can block, one of which is our ball carrier. So I think we need to start filling in some block throughout the team. try and make our blocking a bit safer and get knocked down a little bit less. So 10-3-3, good record there. I mean, you know, I'm happy with that. The team is in reasonable shape. Obviously, losing a mummy and a white has been a problem. But, you know, it's not, you know, because we've got to sort of start the stats again, but we're close to leveling up here. Our mummy already has guard, which is the main thing. You know, other things are just kind of a bonus. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to call it there. Nice quick one today. And I will catch you on YouTube or next time we play. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.